The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all.
Hi everybody!
Hiya.
And welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to do a bit of a follow-up on our video from a couple of weeks ago. Today we are going to talk about Florida, know before you go. So this is kind of like our how-to guide.
Yeah.
And if you haven't joined us before, my name's Sarah.
I'm Robert.
And we love going to Florida. We don't claim to be experts, but because we've been a few times, we've picked up some hints and tips. Now, a few weeks ago, we did a video where we talked about like doing it on a budget and things like that. Obviously, if you want to go to Florida and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and loads of hints and tips about that, and it had a great reaction. And we also then got some follow-up questions about going for the first time and different things like that. So we thought we would kind of do a follow-up on that and do this video for MD that maybe hasn't been to Florida before, or has maybe only been once or twice, and these things might obviously help you. So
Yep.
Shall we go on with the show?
Okay.
Right, so Florida, know before you go.
Yeah.
What is the first thing that we should talk about?
So ESTAs. So if you're going to America, you need to get an ESTA.
What is an ESTA?
ESTA is the electronic system for travel authorization. So basically, when you go to passport control in America, when you go off the plane, they'll ask you if you've got the ESTA.
You can't even get on the plane in the UK though.
Yeah. Well, when we first went, they just asked us if we had an ESTA, that was it. But now
Quite often they're
checking it for you before you actually go on the plane. Because
sometimes they're even wanting printed proof. So that's a wee hint, guys. When you get your ESTA,
print
print it off. It's not a requirement. It's just that sometimes they're asking you.
Yeah.
So, Robert, do you want to talk more about ESTAs? Because you're the one in our household that fills them in. I am present when they're filled in, but Robert's more responsible than me.
Yeah.
So he tends to fill them in for us.
Always make sure there's an adult available to do this for you guys.
Yes. So, what's your kind of 4 or 5, 6 points that you want to talk about?
Costs about $14. So the last 2 years, or until you need a new passport, whichever is sooner. So always remember, new passport, new ESTA. It's best to apply before booking in case of any issues. But if there's any issues, don't worry about it, because there's another way. You can get a visa, but it takes 6 months to get sorted out. So that's why you should also book your ESTA before you do your ESTA, before you book your holiday. So you know in advance how, if you need to get a visa, you know how much time you've got. You don't need more than 6 months in your passport if you're a UK resident. So
Yes.
if you've got a British passport, you don't need more than 6 months on.
That's a myth
your
that seems to be
passport.
going about. I don't know whether it's from like back in the day or anything like that, where you did used to or something like that, but obviously since we've been going, and I'm assuming many years before that, you haven't needed 6 months on your passport to go. So basically, don't panic thinking, oh, I'm going, I don't have 6 months, and then you have to redo your ESTA because you've already got your ESTA. As long as your passport is valid from you leaving the UK to coming back to the UK. Now, there is other countries that probably will have different rules. We can only speak about being UK residents.
Yeah.
We won't know rules for like Outer Mongolia or somewhere like that.
So basically, this is mainly for British passport holders.
Yeah.
If you're not British, please check your
government website.
Your government Foreign Office website, and they'll give you the appropriate guidance.
And is there anything else we need to know about ESTAs?
You only need ESTA for getting into America. You don't need it for going back out. So if you've got a week left in your ESTA when you go in, and you're away for 2 weeks, don't worry about it because this way you're ready, so you'll be alright.
Okay, so that's us talked about ESTAs, and that's something you need to have before you go.
Yeah.
So that's very, very important. Now, you've got your ESTA, you've got a valid passport. What do we need to do next?
So you need to research, guys. That's your research is your friend. So you need to check out when the American holidays are, because that's when the parks are going to be really chock-a-block. So you're talking about spring break, Martin Luther King Day, Veterans Day, school holidays, Independence Day, President's Day, Thanksgiving. So all that sort of stuff. So
we've
just be
been
ready.
around President's Day before, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we were there in February last year, and that's when President's Day was. And it wasn't terribly busy because we weren't there at President's Day, but obviously some people were still off.
Yeah.
So the wait times and stuff were still quite high.
Yeah.
For quite a few of the things, and we did find the parks quite busy, but not horrific,
Not
because
long.
obviously we didn't hit that President's Day, but obviously even a few days either side are thingy, so you need to really kind of look at the best time to go to Florida for yourself. Obviously sometimes if you're restricted to school holidays and stuff like that, but look, even in then there's still going to be some quiet times, so you need to kind of research when that is, because obviously the busier times and the dearer times, things that cost more money.
Yeah. So if you don't have any kids, or your kids are growing up, they don't go to school, avoid the school holidays, because that's when the airlines and hotels are going to hike up the price. So don't go during those days if you can help it. But if you can't help it,
just kind of research
guys,
when the quietest
that's
time in that is. Like for
maybe at the end of the holidays when people have just heading back and we're going to get the school uniforms and all that, and so do that at the start of the holiday and then book it your trip for the event.
For instance, like in the summer holidays, the Scottish kids go on holiday in June and go back in August.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So if you live in Scotland, do it at the start of the school holidays before the English ones start.
Because I think there's a time where they both overlap.
Yeah.
But whereas if you're going away and you're English or you stay in England, look at maybe coming to a Scottish airport during that time.
That's true as well, because you'll
If the
cheaper
like
flights.
when
There's not as many, not as frequent.
so when the Scottish kids are then back at school but the English kids are still off, is what I mean.
Yeah, or Newcastle, or one of the lesser busy airports.
You never know. Now
I
then,
don't know if Newcastle's a busy airport. I don't know, but I'm just
you're just
using
smizing.
that as an example.
Yeah. So what's one
If any
of
of our Newcastle friends want to correct me on that, you can do. Feel free, guys. Home goals.
what's one of the other tools for researching the best times to go to Florida, or doing some general
Yeah,
research?
so you've got various groups on Facebook. You've got this Orlando time. You've got the Lodge Guys
You've got
group.
Get Binky, I've got a group.
Yeah.
Eleanor Dreaming, I've got a group.
Yeah.
You've got Orlando Info Zone. There is so many. All you need to do is go on Facebook and just like type in.
And you don't have to join just one. You can join them all if you like. It depends on the time you've got. If you've got time to go through the forums, like Sarah does it on a nightly basis. But if you don't have time for that, don't worry about it.
What are you trying to say?
You're addicted.
I'm probably in, I would say, about 8. But I have a core of maybe like 4 or so that I would go to if I need information, or I'm just reading through picking up hints and tips. Words, Sarah, words.
Most adults read a book before we go to their bed. No, Sarah, she leaves the Facebook groups.
That's like a book.
Yeah, it's like a book.
Right, so what are we on to now, Robert?
Okay, so there's loads of apps you can download on your phone. So the essentials basically that we always have on our phones is My Disney Experience. So that's You can check the park opening times, you can check the ride waiting times, for Disney restaurant menus. If you've got your Disney memory maker,
which is the photo pass.
Yeah, that's the Disney photo pass. You can get your ride and professional Disney photographer park photos
You
through
can
that.
like manage your booking, your Disney booking on it. We are staying at Coronado Springs.
Yeah.
So on our My Disney Experience
Only
app
for
just
2
now.
nights.
Yeah, no, I wish it was more, but 2 nights for a start. We are staying at Coronado Springs, as we were just saying, and on our My Disney Experience app, it actually has that loaded onto it, so we can hit like check-in and stuff like that. We can manage our booking and things like that on it. It is an
All these apps are free to use.
My Disney Experience app is free to use. It's actually a really, really good app. There's loads of things. You book your restaurants on it. As Robert was saying, you can look at all the menus and stuff before you decide if you want to book it or not. So we love that app, and it gives you the park map as well on it. So say you've lost your paper map or something, or you need to know how to get to somewhere, you can put in the directions and then that'll tell you. So say you're at Small World and you want to get in the Magic Kingdom and you want to get to Space Mountain, which is over the other side of the park, in the Magic Kingdom, it will actually tell you how to get there.
Well, or you can use an old-fashioned map, it's up to you.
Yes.
Old-fashioned maps don't crash.
Yeah. So, or they don't need Wi-Fi or internet.
Easy Ozzy.
What's one of the other apps we like to use?
Universal Orlando, so it's a different park. So obviously, or a different resort, shall I say, because there's two parks in Universal. You've got Islands of Adventure and you've got Universal Studios, the main park. And you can get the Hogwarts Express. It'll take you, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll love it, and it takes you between the two parks.
Yeah, so you need the 2-park hopper
to use it.
to use the that. But with the Universal app, you can look at the restaurants in City Walk, which is like the kind of downtown area where they have restaurants, bars,
so it's
stuff
like Disney Springs. So Disney's got a Disney Springs where there's loads of bars and restaurants and all that. So City Walk is the same thing, but it's Universal.
You can do like the ride times, it'll tell you about the rides. You can look at restaurants, things like that. You can use it also for like the virtual queues as well. So some of the rides have virtual queues, and you can actually use the app for that because you can actually load your ticket onto it. So ours has our annual pass loaded onto it. You can actually go into and we can see our annual pass. So like if we forget our annual pass, then we can go to guest services, show them we have an annual pass, provide ID, and hopefully they'll let us in.
Yeah.
But I've got Robert, so I'll not forget my pass because he'll remind me.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
Right, so it's a really good app to have as well. What's some of the other apps that we like to use?
For getting about Florida, we use the Lyft and Uber.
So
apps.
Lyft is Lyft, Lyft.
And Uber is UBER.
Yep, so that's like a taxi service,
Yeah.
or a rideshare service, whatever way
So
you want to call it.
it's apps on your phone, and you put in where you want to go and what size of taxi you need, and then it'll send one to you.
Yeah.
But what to do is, if you go on your Google Maps app on your phone, or if you've got an iPhone, the Apple alternative, and basically you type in where you want to go, and it'll give you options, and then if you, it's like a wee symbol with a guy
Kind of hailing a cab type
hailing a
situation.
taxi, aye. So yes. And basically Uber and Lyft might be cheaper than the other one. So if you do that before you go on the app, it'll give you the best price.
Yes, it will. So that's really good to be able to compare with them. The other one is...
And you don't pay any money, because what you do is you put on your credit or debit card, and then it'll come off your card, so you don't need to pay the guy money.
No, it's a cashless system.
But what you can do, what we recommend you do, if it's a really nice person, give her another $1 or something. If you can afford it,
you can tip on the app. With Uber, I don't know if Lyft have this, but with Uber, you can also buy gift cards. Now, your UK Uber gift card won't work in America. You need to go to the likes of Walmart or Publix or whatever and buy your Uber gift card and then link it up. It's because you need the dollars one, obviously, for America. If you use Uber over here and you're using a gift card, then you need to obviously then buy the American one because it won't work as well. And we highly recommend those two ride sharing apps. We've never had any issues with them at all.
Well, sometimes the driver can be messing you about, but that's very
Few and
rarely
far
that
between.
happens.
We had one driver that
Just
got
go to
lost,
complain.
remember?
Yeah, he was saying he was lost, but I
He
don't
was
know.
telling us we were lost, he's lost and stuff like that. But what we did when we got out the cab was we then went into the app and basically said this guy's overcharged us because he got lost, and then literally they gave us our money back. So the system for getting your money back and stuff, from our experience, if there's been any issues, which is the only one time we've had an issue, it was perfect, really, really good. Other app you should have is if your airline has an app.
Yeah, sign up to that. So we often travel with British Airways. If you're traveling with Virgin or one of the other airlines,
or whoever it is.
One of the other airlines. Download that app. Download all these apps before you go, guys, because you don't want to have unsightly data charges on your phone or things like that. Anyway, so you do that, and it will quite often notify you if something's wrong with your flight.
You'll be able to manage your booking, things like that on it.
So I guess at a bad time you're on holiday and you're like, oh, I better think about getting back to the airport and all that. That'll give you a notification before you go to let you know like, the flight's delayed, so hang about the hotel and get something else to eat.
Exactly. Also, you'll be able to do things like if they have an entertainment system through their app on it. So some airlines will have like an extra.
Because we done that with United Airlines, and basically you can download the United Airlines app and you can start watching things.
Hey guys, about that brief interlude that's just happened, the angle might be different now. The battery was running out. I forgot to change the battery before we started.
These are all one job, guys, one job.
One job. Half job Harry. Anyway, as we were saying, we flew with United, what, 2017?
Yeah, year of Hurricane Irma,
Year of Hurricane Irma. And we had their app and we did the entertainment system on it, didn't we?
Yeah, so luckily I done that because so we went to New York first, and going to New York, the wee headset jack in my seat wasn't working. Well, it was a wee bit broken off, so you couldn't actually plug your headphones in. So luckily I downloaded that app beforehand, and I was able to watch stuff on my phone. So that's really good. So yeah, we really recommend downloading your airline app. So
there's the one other app we recommend downloading, but this is only if you need it, is if you're going to Universal Studios and you want their photo pass. The app is the Amazing Pictures app, and it's one that we use when we have that, and you get to keep your pictures for quite some time on it, which is really, really good. And it's another one you should download before you go to the UK if you are thinking of using the Universal Studios pictures.
Yeah, and if you need assistance in setting that up, there's a photography store near the entrance of the main park. We can go in and they'll
just across from like the main Minions. Universal shop and the Minions.
Yeah, Minions.
Just in that kind of front area there.
As soon as you walk into the main park, Minions ride is on the left. Photography shop is on the right.
Which leads us into
plan ahead.
Plan ahead, yes. So if you're going to go to Walt Disney World, which, let's face it, everybody should go to Walt Disney
It's
World
a
in our
must, guys.
opinion.
It's a must. If you can afford it, go to it.
Exactly, if you can afford it, go to it. You can book your fast passes in advance. Now, if you're staying on site at Disney, you can book your fast passes for your stay at 60 days ahead of travel. If you are staying off site, so say on International Drive, Lake Boa Vista, I don't know, on Universal property, a villa, wherever it is that you may be staying that isn't a Disney hotel or Disney property, then you can book 30 days in advance, but that's 30 days each day. So 30 days from your first day, then the next day you would have to go back on again and do 30 days to get the ones on your second day, and so on and so forth. So it's like a kind of a rolling 30 days, whereas if you're on site it's 60 days, and it's obviously for like the longer length of time. You can just book it all on that first 60 days. Also, going back to our last point about My Disney Experience, that's where you book that as well. And then you can also do your restaurants. Now, everybody, no matter if you have a ticket for Disney or not, can book 180 days out. So that's like 6 months out. Now, you're going to be thinking, why would you want to book a restaurant 6 months in advance? Now, if it's a restaurant you're really keen to go to, or it's a special occasion, or you really want a specific time to dine at, book those hard to get restaurants 180 days out. You can always switch them and things like that. So we literally have just done that, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So in case you didn't know, I'm going for my birthday.
I know. In case you missed that, we've got the other vlogs in the series you can watch to catch up.
Well, that's the first time I've mentioned my birthday. That's twice now.
When's your birthday?
April. So yes, we are going for my birthday, and so we've literally just the other day modified some of our dining reservations. So we are going to go to Garden Grill, but we had booked it on like a Sunday or something like that, I think it was. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a kind of day that we decided probably wouldn't suit us, and we wanted to have a few kind of free days and stuff like that. And then we thought, well, we're going to be in Epcot on a Sunday near the Easter holidays. It's probably going to be quite busy, so we've booked it now, obviously, like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something it was, and we've managed to modify. First of all, we modified the time, then we modified the day, and it's all hunky-dory, and we all did it on the app. And so obviously, because we want that reservation, we have done that obviously so far in advance.
Yep.
Now, what's the next thing you should do?
However, every time you're going, and be well prepared for the storms and the rain. Although they don't last long, because when about 20 minutes the ground's blown dry.
Yeah, they can last a length of time, but they don't tend not to last all day.
After it's stopped, give it 15 minutes and the ground will be blown dry again. If you want to avoid hurricane season,
completely
avoid June to November. But
it's usually August, isn't it?
The peak's usually August, September, so. But we're going to be held liable for that, so if you're there in November and hurricane hits,
I know. We have been in a hurricane, guys, and it's okay. They're very serious things. They are. People's homes get destroyed, you know, different things like that. But we felt very safe and very cared for as tourists. The hotel we were staying in really looked after us and really reassured us that everything was going to be okay, and they were very well prepared.
Yeah, and
so
they were sending us up to our rooms like the night before, go at 9:30,
giving us advice.
Everybody back to your rooms, we're not going to take any risks for your safety. Back to your rooms, and that's that. We'll see you tomorrow. Come down at 10:30 for breakfast.
So they really took care of you. So rest assured, if you are there and a hurricane hits, don't worry, you'll be taken care of. They'll sort it out. Like, it's a natural thing, you can't help it. like, but they will help you. However, if it does rain, make sure you're prepared. Have a rain jacket, have a poncho.
Yeah, buy ponchos at Walmart and CVs. Don't buy them in the park because
or Walgreens or whatever it is. Or take them with you. Buy them here and take them with you. Another tip is, if it is going to rain for any length of time and you want to walk about in it, obviously most people will wear trainers because they're comfy. Have in your backpack a pair of flip-flops. So if you want to walk about in the rain, your trainers are not going to get ruined with the rain, and then all you need to do is dry your feet off with a wee hand towel, wrap your flip-flops in your hand towel, stick them back in your rucksack, and then you've got your nice dry trainers, and they're not going to be ruined, or they're not going to be smelling out your room for 3 days while they dry.
Hey presto.
Hey presto. Also, if you want to be obviously organised and plan ahead again, make a list of the things you want to achieve. So that obviously goes into back to the first point we were making about like restaurants and stuff like that. Have like goals. Obviously it's not a military operation, but when you go to Orlando there's so much to see and do. You're not going to get it all done. So make a list of the things that are really important to yourself and make sure you get them done, so you're going to enjoy your holiday and you're not going to have any regrets.
Plan it out, write it out, and take it with you. Last time we went, we'd done a plan, but we never actually looked at it. And on our second last day, we had to look at it and go, we pretty much done everything we did.
We kind of looked at it, like we had like Tuesday we're doing this, Wednesday we're doing this, but like on Monday we did the thing we were doing on Wednesday. So we just kind of looked at it and made sure, have we done everything we really wanted to do on this holiday? And we pretty much had, and then we still had a couple of days left to do anything we still hadn't done.
Or to go back and do our favourite ones.
Or to go back and do our favourite ones. We actually tend to leave our last full day to do everything that's our favourite thing of that holiday, so that we can kind of do it again. And the other thing obviously is that then works into your fast passes again. Like if you've got like favourite rides or anything like that, like maybe fast pass them so you know you're definitely going to get on them. The fast pass system, it can be complicated to work if you want to work it well, but we are coming up to our fast pass window, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to make a separate vlog all about fast passes.
It is a bit complicated, so don't worry. Remember to subscribe to our channel and have a notification bell so you don't miss out on that video.
Yes, so we're going to do that. It'll probably be myself that does them. So the next thing we want to talk about is transportation.
So work out your transport before you go. How you're going to get from the airport to the hotel, because there's various ways to get from the airport to your hotel or whatever you're staying, Villa, Disney or whatever. So you've got airport transfers, lifts and Ubers are all good options. Avoid the Florida taxis,
like the local kind of,
the ones that look like an American taxi. Avoid those if you don't want to blow half your budget. Yeah,
they can be very expensive.
Also, if you've got a driver's license, look up car hire before you go. Think about hiring a car. So you can pick the car up at the airport and drop it off at the airport when you're heading home.
Yeah, so there's loads of good options obviously to get from the airport to there. Obviously look at how you're going to get about to the things you're going to be doing, whether it's the parks, going out to restaurants, things like that. So with going to the parks, if you don't want to drive or you don't want to take your car, because obviously there is a parking charge to get into the parks, which is around $25, $26 per day. Does your hotel have a free shuttle?
So ask a reception for that when you check in, because you can save yourself a fair few quid there.
Exactly. There's also the public transport, which we have used quite a wee bit actually as well, haven't we?
So if you're staying on International Drive, you've got the iRide trolley bus system, and it's very regular and it's nice and easy.
It's about is it $18 for 14 days?
I think it's
about that.
Say $18, 14 days each, So
And that's unlimited rides on it.
yeah, for 2 weeks. Out with the iRide trolley route.
There's like the local buses as
So,
well, which is
they're called
links.
Lynx buses, yeah. So they can get you to Disney and stuff. So if you're staying in International Drive and you're going to Disney, if you don't want to pay much money, what you do is you get
You can get the iTrolley
iTrolley
or the number 8 links.
to the Hilton Hotel.
No, the Renaissance Hotel
The Renaissance Hotel
at SeaWorld.
opposite the SeaWorld car park. So you get off there and then you wait for
Number 50.
You cross the road to the side of the hotel. You wait for the number 50 Lynx bus and that'll take you right to the Walt Disney World Transportation Centre.
Yeah, or it can take you to Disney Springs if you want to go to Disney Springs as well. So if, as just quick recap, the number 8 or the trolley shuttle bus to SeaWorld, on the side of the Renaissance Hotel there is a bus stop. Wait at that bus stop for the number 50, on the number 50, and then that's you off to Disney. With the Lynx buses, you can get an all-day unlimited pass for $4.50 at the time of filming. It is $2 per single ride, and that's with a transfer ticket. So say you got on the number 8, and then you were wanting to go on the number 50 for going to Disney. You go on the number 8, you ask for a transfer ticket, you pay your $2, and then that gets you on the number 50 as well, and you don't have to pay another $2. You have to pay your $2 on the way back doing the same.
Whereas if you get the all-day ticket, it's like a return ticket, isn't it?
It's like a return ticket. But you can also do a weekly pass and so on, the same as the iTrolley ride buses. I think it's slightly more expensive though, because I think a week is about $20, whereas you get your 2 weeks on your iTrolley ride bus thingy for about the same price.
So if you stay in Britain and you've ever been on a stagecoach bus,
it's like the same, isn't it?
it's like a mega rider. So a mega rider, so you're travelling for a week, that's the Lynx bus and the iTrolley's same thing. So
Yep,
just look after your tickets.
exactly. So, which brings us on to tickets for the parks.
Yeah, so if these aren't included in your overall holiday booking,
Right,
or if you want to buy more tickets for other parks that aren't included, check
Attraction tickets.
Direct and the Florida Tix websites. There are some others. We'll try and find the links to those. And
Yeah, we'll
link
put
them
all the
below.
links for any websites or anything, guys, that we've mentioned or anything. Any links, we'll try and link them all below for you, so you can obviously click on those websites and have a look at them, and obviously that'll make it easier for you. But these are the 2 websites that we recommend, just due to the fact we've had personal experience with them.
Yeah.
And we've never had any issues with
You
them.
can pay it up. You don't need to pay it on the one shooting match. You can pay it up, and it's best to book it earlier, and that gives you more time to pay it up. So it's not rocket science. You need to pay generally about 12 weeks before you go. And then we'll send you tickets in the post, and you're good to go.
That's it. So
research the different sites as well, because it might be slightly cheaper than other ones.
exactly.
You've got Black Friday and all that.
Attraction tickets will price match. So say you've booked with attraction tickets and then happen to go on another website and they have it cheaper, you can just phone them and go, look, like, I've found this price cheaper. They will price match for you. They are very, very good at doing that, and I'm sure some of the other websites will do the same.
Yeah, and it's not just the theme parks. You can get the airboat rides,
the hot air balloons,
loads
of different stuff.
Loads of stuff. So,
helicopter rides, loads of different stuff on those tickets.
So you're check out all the stuff you want to do advance and buy tickets of.
Now if you're from the UK, a lot of the time your 14-day park ticket, even if you're not going to be visiting for Disney and for Universal, is a lot cheaper. We do get very good deals here. Even if you're not going to think to yourself, I'm only going to go on like 5 times, it's still a lot cheaper, because on the gate it tends to be over $100 a time. So if you work that for each park, just for a single day, so you need to obviously work out what's best for yourself. There is websites that will give you like shorter passes, but you have to kind of look at your full holiday and think what's best for me and what I'm going to do. And we tend to find for the way we holiday, even when we went for a week last year, we still got the 2-week ticket because it allowed us the flexibility.
And also, if you've been over there a couple of days ago, or we'll come back next year, what you do is check how much it is at Universal to upgrade to an annual pass, because it's not a lot of money. Well, for us it wasn't. It was like another
$100
each.
And we got a 16 months,
16 months, second highest tier annual pass, and that gives you discounts in restaurants and free parking as well. So,
and early entry.
Yeah, early entry too, so it's really worth it. If you know you are going back and you like Universal, it's worth it.
So that's what I'm saying, research your tickets as well, which is obviously something you need to do.
So Disney's a lot dearer for an annual pass, so
yeah, they're over $1,000 just for one of the regular annual passes for UK residents. So yeah,
if you're going back, if you're lucky enough to be going back
3 times, I think it is for a UK residents, you need to be.
That's something you could look into as well.
Yeah, so do your research on your tickets and on your ticket companies, and if you have any questions about that, obviously you can shoot us across a message in the comments, or check out our social medias and contact us that way. Now, we've talked a wee bit about the Disney FastPass system and how we're going to make a separate video on that. That's why we've not talked like a whole lot about it, because there will be a video coming about it, but obviously we've talked about how it kind of goes about. We also want to talk about the Universal Resort Express Pass, which is Universal's version of the FastPass system. It works very differently to like the Walt Disney World one, so it's unlike that. You need to pay for the Universal one. We have had the experience of the Express Pass system, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Only because we stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is one of our three top tiers, one of our 3 top hotels, with the other ones being Royal Pacific and the Portofino. Now, if you stay there even for a night, you get a 2-day unlimited Express Pass. So if there's something you want to do, want to look into doing,
it can actually work out cheaper to book a night in one of these hotels to get 2 days worth of Express than buying it, because it can work out at around $100 per person for a day for one of the limited ones.
Yeah, you don't even get Express Pass with annual passes.
You only get it with the top tier one after 4 PM. That's the only way you get Express Pass built into your annual pass, is if you have the top tier one and you go after 4 PM. But as we were saying, it can work out cheaper to stay. So for us, if we wanted to do 2 days at the Universal with Express, it could cost us in the region of $400 to $500 for the unlimited one. Whereas when we went to the Hard Rock, it was only about $300, I think it was, and we stayed in the Rock Royalty Suite. So that was like one of the top rooms and all that kind of stuff. You can get it cheaper, by the way, guys, but the reason we did that is because Robert just graduated from university, and it was my present to him for that, so that's why we kind of went all out. We could have done it cheaper, but it still in the end worked out cheaper for that.
It's quite funny because we were coming back from the parks, we were going up in the lift back to the hotel room, and we were in there for, I think it was our mother and our daughter or something, and we used the pass, and the top floor lit up. We go, well, can't use it, go there. Use it on the top floor. Yeah,
so it was really, really good. So you also staying at those hotels, plus the other hotels, like they're more basic, for want of a better word, hotels, you also get in earlier than the normal park guests. You get early entry staying at Universal. So if you're not staying at one of those hotels, you still get early entry, but you don't get your Express Pass but obviously it can work into a good bargain, and it's a good experience for your holiday as well.
Yeah, and if you're staying at a top tier hotel, it might just be a one-off, but why not see how the other half live?
Exactly. So, speaking about getting in early, Disney also do that. They have their extra magic hours as well. So if you're staying on Disney property in one of their hotels, there's obviously extras included with that, aside from your 60-day fast pass window that we talked about earlier in the video. You can also get your dining plan.
Yeah.
So you get all your food included. So if you've not budgeted for paying any more,
just be careful what you're doing.
yeah, exactly. So obviously stick to your dining plan. You also get early entry with that as well. So dining plan is something we've never ever done before.
No, so we might do it in the future, you know.
We might do it in the future. It's just something we've not really been interested in, but we might try it out, you never know.
See how it goes.
You also get to use the Disney transportation system when you're on property. You get to use it when you're not staying on property as well, but there is a free transportation system from your hotel to the parks, to Disney Springs,
Yeah.
to other places on Disney property, things like that. So that is obviously a good benefit, and you also get to the airport and back, don't you?
You do, you
Magical
got the
Express.
Magical Express or the, what do you call it, the Sadness Express.
Tragical.
Tragical Express when you're going home.
Yeah.
But there's loads of those buses. You see, we've been waiting outside for our airport transfer, and we've seen about five of those buses in the cruise line.
Yeah, the
buses
cruise
as well.
line buses and everything like that as well. So you get that, but with your Magical Express, you need to obviously contact them to book it. It'll not come automatic with your booking. You contact them and obviously book it, but it's really simple and easy to do.
So plan it out.
So let's do a wee kind of last few hints and tips.
Yeah.
Some miscellaneous hints and tips now. We're nearly at the end, guys. Thanks for suffering with us. Right, what else do they need to know?
Okay, so prices of items or food that you buy is before tax. So the final price will always include sales tax, which at the time of this vlog is 6.5%.
Yes, so
budget that.
if something's £10, when you get to the checkout, it's going to be more than $10.
Yeah, it's going to be
because
6.5% more.
6.5% more. Tipping. Now, if you're in the UK, tipping isn't like a customary thing. We tend not to tip too much. If we're out in a restaurant for a meal, we tip our server, but we don't tend to really tip much else, like any other kind of places do, we really.
No, it's just usually in restaurants we do it.
Restaurants,
Ubers and lifts and all that.
like, or your taxi, like, but there's not many things like that. Now, tipping in the US is like customary. On average, you tip 15 to 20%. So make sure you budget for this, because every meal you're 15 to 20% for your tip. You tip if you have somebody bring your bags to your room. You tip any of your Uber or Lyft drivers. Your like housekeeping, you leave a tip for them. The best thing to do is actually leave a tip for them every day, because they don't always have the same person every day.
And remember, these guys don't get paid a lot of money, so
No, like your bartender if you're at a bar.
show your appreciation.
So whereas here we have quite a good minimum wage, they don't get that.
They don't get paid for the holidays.
No, a lot of them don't get paid for their holidays. Their wage is about a quarter, tends to be, of what our minimum is over here, and then the rest gets made up with their tips. So we like to make sure that if we've had good service, we show our appreciation.
If you can afford it,
yes,
appreciate,
tip the higher.
Appreciate your waiters and waitresses.
Yes, so obviously building your tips into your budget is something that is key as well. Make sure you have comfortable shoes.
Yeah, because it's not a relaxing day, guys. You're going to be on your feet all day, so make sure you're suitably dressed for the occasion.
Which harks back to one of our points about the weather, with your trainers and your flip flops and stuff like that as well. I wear like fitness trainers. It's not a fashion show. I wear like Nike Ross trainers. And you tend to wear some really comfortable trainers too, don't you?
Yeah, so...
No, it's like you need to have something comfortable
Be sensible.
that's broken in as well, so you don't get blisters. Yes, definitely be sensible, and shop about for whatever's comfortable for you, and it's not going to hurt your feet. We tend to do, I would say, 13 to 16 miles every day. We're there.
Yeah.
Easy. So it needs to be something comfortable. You always need to take some time off from the parks, because obviously...
Have a couple of off days if you're there for 2 weeks. Maybe have a 1 or 2 off days when you're not doing much, because you don't want to knacker yourself out.
No, relaxing is key as well, particularly as we've just said, how you do so many steps. Like 20,000 steps a day is nothing over there.
Sit by a pool, go for some lunch.
Go to a water park if you've got tickets for that.
Or you can swim, unlike my good self.
Rest, Robert can't swim.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
That's why you'll never see us at any water parks.
Yeah.
Well, we have been at Discovery Cove, so you can check that link out below, but I have to warn you, our early videos aren't the best quality.
No, I know. And another way to save money is water, which sounds very strange before I explain it. Water is free in all the parks and restaurants, so you just need to ask. If you're in the parks, any of the places, restaurants like the Starbucks or any of the quick service or anything like that, they will give you free cups of water. They have to do it. A lot of the places that have the fountain drinks, like the kind of squishy drinks, the kind of cup drinks, they have all the free water there too, and it's a great way to save money.
So keep hydrated.
And keep hydrated as well.
Yeah.
And so, guys, that's about all we really need to tell you for today, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
Is there anything else you can think of? I think we've covered everything.
No. If you've made
have fun.
If you have fun.
Have fun. Make memories. Take plenty of pictures. Live life in the moment.
Remember to click the like button. Smash that notification bell. Leave a comment and share with friends and family who you think might enjoy your vlogs.
Yes, so they can know about our future adventures. So yeah, so we have just over 60 days left to go. So if you want to follow in our adventures, do as Robert says and click that lovely button that's out there.
And no, thanks for, if you're a current subscriber, thanks for watching the vlogs. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate all the support, and thank you very much for watching, guys.
Check our Twitter and Instagram as well. And we'll leave the links down below.
Yep. And we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go.